Hey guys, it's Kenny here from Blitz Radio. I'm here with Tom and Marcus from the Lulu Raes.
Hi.
So, how did you guys get your name, the Lulu Raes?
That's a fantastic question, Kenneth. I'm going to let Tom field this one.
The Lulu Raes name came actually from a girl's name, believe it or not. Her name was Lulu Rae, and we just kind of stole it.
Did you know the girl?
I didn't know her personally, another member of the band.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
She was a friend of Tom and Terrasse's.
No, I just said wasn't a friend of mine. Friend of Terrasse's.
I said I didn't either, and she was... Oh, Tom. Eddie and Terrasse's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the band members are Terrasse, Eddie, Tom and Marcus, just so there's no confusion in the future.
Lovable Tom.
I was stoked to see your Facebook post of a cow announcing your addition to the Groovin The Moo lineup in Maitland. You guys must be pretty excited for that, right?
I'm over the moon.
How did that come about? How did you guys get added into the lineup?
Well, we got offered one last year, or we thought we were getting offered, and our manager was like, yeah, boys, we're going to play Groovin The Moo. It's going to be hectic. And we all got really excited, and then it didn't happen. And a year later, here we are, coming at you, Maitland, ladies and gentlemen.
That's great news. What happened last year? They just stopped contacting you or something? Or?
I think they were booking acts that were good.
Yeah, just usually like actually
People with
liked acts.
talent, with songs that, you know, people will connect with and enjoy.
But
in a live setting.
Yeah. In all seriousness, it is probably a bit better that we're playing it this year rather than last year, because it gives us an opportunity to sort of build up a bit more of a profile, and then there'll be actually people there to watch us.
Yeah. And you guys have released 2 singles since that time last year, right? Yeah, Burnout and Infinite Paradise, Sail Away. Yeah.
You got the brackets. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
I assume you guys have been to your fair share of festivals. As anyone who's been to a festival can tell you, they can be a bit of a war zone. I mean, like, you're out in the sun all day.
Oh, I hear that.
It's really loud. There's never enough water and you're screwed if you have to go to the bathroom. Do you have any tips for surviving Groovin The Moo?
I think that we get our own private bathrooms.
Yeah. So just being a band that like actually
Sucks.
is invited there, yeah, just suck a lot, but still go there and get your own like room.
All right. How about like before the times of the Lulu Raes, like festivals back then for you guys? How'd you guys survive those?
It's a dangerous question because one of us is going to start talking about bathroom activity.
No, actually, I got a good one.
Oh, here we go.
With your phone and your money, put it in like a little Ziploc bag, and then stick that. Yeah, exactly. So then you can like get wet if there's like a hose or whatever, and your phone doesn't turn off. And buy one of those chargers. Those like.
Maybe Steve Aoki cakes you.
Yeah, he's known to do that.
Yeah. So those portable chargers, right?
Yeah.
Those
They're
are
so good.
awesome, yeah.
They're so good.
Now, there's a huge difference between going to see a band at a festival and the sideshows. But what is the difference for you guys as the band?
We
Between-
play less songs, so
Less
we play
songs.
like all the good ones.
Oh, okay.
Whereas at the longer shows, we usually have to play a cover because we're such a new band. We don't have that many songs.
I feel as well there's a bit more energy when you play festivals and stuff like that, because it's not really a competition with other bands, but when you go there, you like see all these other great bands that are doing really good work. You're like, well, we got to really step it up and smash it out of the ballpark.
Yeah. As a festival goer, like, I really do like the vibe better because it's like outdoors and stuff, especially Groovin, like in Maitland. That'll be awesome. Yeah.
Because I went to Canberra last time. I've never been to Maitland.
Oh, okay. How was Canberra? Did you go Canberra last year?
No, it was a few years ago. It was when they had like Tame Impala and the Kooks
Oh, okay.
and all these bands. It was really good though.
Yeah. Tame
good
Impala and
time.
Kooks, that would have been amazing.
All for $100.
Oh, alright. And you guys have released a number of singles, which have been very successful. But now...
Very successful.
Incredibly successful.
This is the successful Lulu Raes.
Every single
Take
song
it away,
has been
Kenneth.
successful.
But you guys have an EP on the way, is that right?
Yes.
Can you tell us about the experience of putting it together?
It's been fun and different, which is good, because if you know anything about us, we've put out just a bunch of singles over the last year or so.
Is it 5 singles?
Yeah,
I think I counted
about
5 singles.
Five singles. We
So
worked very
essentially-
hard.
Yeah, we've already put out like an EP worth of singles, but they're just all singles. So it's been very different because we've had to try and figure out how they all kind of go together and sound together on the EP, which is actually really fun because you feel like you're getting a bit more of a sound as a band as well. It's like, that's an EP, it's not just a bunch of singles.
Do you have any word on the full-length album?
Yes. There will be one.
Yeah.
later.
Do you think this year or?
I don't know. It's taken us so long to do this, so maybe this year.
Okay. All right. With your success off the back of your initial releases, there must have been some opportunities that would have never come your way otherwise. Do you have any favorite experiences?
I do. I'm a big fan of a band called Goons of Doom, and they were like the first band I ever went and watched. And we just played with them at this festival at the entrance last weekend
Awesome.
called Sweaty Palms.
Oh, Sweaty Palms.
But like on the poster, it was like headliner, second headliner, third headliner, then us, then Goons of Doom.
Oh, so you guys were ahead of them. And Tom?
What about you, Tom?
Well, I'm the drummer, and so I sit at the very back of the stage. So no one really knows who I am most of the time. And I had a really nice thing happen the other day where someone came up and said, "Oh, you're the drummer from Lulu Raes." I'm like, "Yeah." And then he pulled his friend over and said, "This is the drummer from Lulu Raes." And I was like, "I got to savor this because this is never going to happen ever again." And
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very nice.
When was this?
It was actually at a Sticky Fingers concert.
Oh,
was
okay.
good. I
When
was
you
in-
guys were supporting, or?
No, this is a different one actually. I just went to...
Tom's just a really big fan. He loves reggae.
I love
okay.
to support the Sticky Fingers.
Yeah, me too. I've been to a concert of theirs.
fantastic.
Yeah. Has anyone told you that you sort of look like Dylan Frost?
Mate, he gets it all the time. You know, he cut
Yeah.
his hair because he wanted to look more like him.
Sure.
And just on Sticky Fingers, you guys have toured with them. Is that right? You guys have supported
Correct.
them. How was that? What was
It
that
was
like?
cool. We got to play in front of lots of people, which was very alien to us at that time. So we played with them at the Enmore Theatre, which is like, 2,500 people, and then went down to Melbourne with them and played another big room,
Oh, awesome.
and then we went back to playing at the Beach Road.
Was that during the second album release or the first one? Do you know?
It was like April last year,
Oh, okay.
so
All right.
I guess they put out an album early in the year.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
Land of Pleasure. I think that came out in August 2014. Yeah. So if it was April last year, then it would have been the second album. Yeah. All right.
Correct.
Correct, absolutely. What does he want, Marcus?
All right. And with your new single, Infinite Paradise Sail Away, you guys released a music video with that. What was the process of putting it together?
Well, you'll have to ask Tom. He was the director.
It's a little bit of a joke because Marcus was the director on this particular film.
Is it a film? What was the question? Tell us about it.
I'll ask you the question. So, how did the video clip visually respond to the music?
Yeah. Sure.
Well, the video is a training montage, and when we finished the song, we were listening to it, and I said, "Hey guys, wouldn't it be cool if we made a video that was a training montage?" And everyone said, "Shut up, Marcus. What makes you think you're entitled to an opinion?" And long story short, 2,000 views later, you can hit it on the YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a really good video. I do like it. Like Eddie,
Thank
he
you,
breaks a wooden board and he's drinking raw eggs and he's smashing out combos. on
He
the
had to
skateboard.
do that take so many times. He ate so many of my eggs.
He
Did he actually drink
He
them?
didn't even need
Drank
to
so
do it
many.
more than once. He was just like, "Yeah, I'll do it again. I could use the protein."
He wanted to
He
eat
did it
those
3
eggs.
times.
He's
Like,
weird.
He looked like an absolute machine. Like honestly, is he like a
Terrifying.
fighter on the side or something? Did he used to train or something?
He's got a lot of anger in his heart, and he's got a lot to prove.
Like compared to Taurus, he looked like he knew what he was doing. Like with the combinations. I was
Taurus didn't really
surprised.
know what he was doing.
He was doing like kung fu and stuff.
He's actually an actor. He was in an episode of, what was it? Was it One Tree Hill or something?
I can't remember.
Neighbours. He was on like a Australian sitcom as a little dying kid. It was really sad, but he was a good actor. It was very good. So that's where he gets his chops from. Yeah, he's got 3 of them.
Could you tell me more about the clip as well? Is there any inspiration behind it? Like it sort of reminds me of Rocky a bit.
Yeah, well, there was a write-up that I saw the other day that said, "The Lulu Raes channeling Rocky and the Karate Kid." And I was like, oh, damn, I thought I was more subtle about that. But it was pretty much like Rocky and the Karate Kid.
Alright. So could you explain to me, like, when you guys exchange the suitcase in the video, what's wrong with Taurus? Like, he gives it back to you, right?
Yeah.
Is he not happy with the money or something?
No, those were actually clothes that he asked me to go and pick up from a dry cleaner. I'm like, hey, you like these clothes? You enjoy them. He goes, yeah, it's late. There's still a coffee
Get
stain.
out of my face.
I have to go to my son's bar mitzvah tomorrow. Straight back into my face.
Alright, awesome. And just to finish off, do you guys have any words of wisdom for upcoming musicians? Like what do most people get wrong? Any words?
Well, I was gonna say practice. Like actually have a bit of practice before you play a gig, but at the same time, playing a gig's like good practice, and it would be bad to I don't know. See, I've just kind of.
I think don't worry too much about music and focus solely on image and how you're going to sell yourself and become successful. How would you?
One more thing I think is actually important in a band. Don't try and be too cool. So I think a lot of bands, or like people go out there and try and like pull off this sick, like suave image or like, you know, king of the world sort of people. But you kind of just have to be friendly because you're interacting with so many people. So
Don't ever try to be anything you're not. Just be yourself. That's what's really cool.
it's actually a good life lesson as well.
Thank you to Tom and Marcus for coming down to the Whitehouse. Be sure to check them out at Groovin The Moo Maitland, as well as their double-headed tour with Polish Club. Right?
The Polish Club,
Polish
indeed.
Club. Yeah. You can check them out on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And yeah. Any last words, guys?
Don't go to Twitter.
Don't go to Twitter. All right.
Terrible Twitter. Bye!